then we'll work from there, right? Sounds fair?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the very first book is a book by this person called Jim Collins. The book's name is Built to Last. Built to Last. Can we please have Toastmaster Satvik on stage?
You got to build a projector that can last. The entire book is all about how to build your personality, not projector. Ladies and gentlemen, for Toastmasters, a very good evening.
Good evening.
When you're born, your parents teach you some values. As you grow up, your school teaches you some values. And as you grow up further, the society teaches you some values. And when you grow a bit further, Toastmasters teach you some values.
That's nice.
Am I right?
Yes.
In this journey of growing up, we continue to grow in size, in length, in area and breadth. But have we grown within ourselves? Ladies and gentlemen, the whole book is all about how do we grow ourselves so that we build a permanent character, a permanent personality that can last the test of times. If Wing Commander Abhinandan didn't have the character in him, he would not have lasted the turmoil he faced in the enemy's territory. So, I would say the first 15 copies are freely available for those people who believe that they can last the test of times. If you're happy, a table topic master can offer that. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Satvik. In the spirit of not being fazed by things, this is our official notification to give up on the projector. I'll just show the screen around and I'll read out the name of the book. Hopefully you can all see it. This is the next book. It's Albert Einstein's The World as I See It. Can we have the next speaker on stage, please? Toastmaster Vijaya.
Life is all about paradigms. Paradigms are nothing but filters through which we see the world. Table topic, ma'am, fellow Toastmasters and guests. In life, I've been blessed with this ability of whatever is happening around me, negative circumstances. I am one person, God's grace, because of my paradigms, I opt to see the positive. Let me give you one example. I was in business, my late grandfather's business, my father joined that business, and I was the third generation. Almost a decade into that business, and then came the most difficult time. My father decided to sell the business overnight. A business which was established for 7 decades, at 70 years. Now, I'm not blowing my trumpet. Most people in my place, with the paradigm that we have, good Lord, I'm at crossroads, what do I do? Nothing else I knew, only that business. No other skill, no other knowledge. And because of the positive paradigm, I decided to see there was an opportunity to do what I love to do, get into corporate training. I made that shift. It wasn't easy, but because of positive paradigm, positive thinking, I made this switch. Now let's stop talking about myself and all my 40-50 friends over here. I'm sure each one of us have that challenge. There are going to be changes, and we view changes as something which is negative, something we can't deal with. But think again, friends, the universe has its own plans. Those changes are for your good. Because if I was given a chance, I would not make the transition from being a businessman to a professional. But the universe decided. I want each one of you to, when you walk into this room today, just think that the change that's happening is for your good. And that happens when you make a paradigm shift to thinking that everything happens for the best. People talking now.
Ellison. The name of the book is Invisible Man. Invisible Man. Can we please have Toastmaster Bharat on stage?
The Invisible Man, written by Ellison. I have not read so much of English books, so I cannot talk about it. But Invisible Man, we have in mythology, Indian mythology, we have seen so much of Invisible Man, right from Indra and so many mythological characters. I don't know whether I have to speak on the stage, but my mind is coming deep kind of thoughts. I have to relive it. So many Indian mythological characters like Indra and so many, they have come an invisible character and destroyed penance of so many sages.
Thank you, Bharat. I myself would have been completely flustered trying to talk about that, but that was some interesting thinking there. The next book is a very iconic book. I'm sure at least half of you have heard of it. The book is called The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. The Diary of a Young Girl. Can we have Toastmaster Zain on stage?
No one ever became poorer by giving. That is a favorite quote of mine by Anne Frank. Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Yeah. I'm very glad I got this topic because, as I told in my CC1, Anne Frank is my role model. And when I was small, I tried to emulate her in every way. I started keeping a diary after reading her diary. So, yeah. She's someone I really admire, and the main takeaway of the book is a quote by her, which is on a plaque in Netherlands in a house. It's like, to live life you must have flair. So her life teaches us to have to believe in faith, hope, and love, even at such trying times. She was at the prime of her youth. But in the prime of the youth, she had to be confined because she was a Jew. She had to go into hiding, and she kept her spirits up by writing and being very positive. So whatever circumstance we are in, we have to be positive. We have to believe in hope, love, and all things good. And she believed in all things good, despite all the cruel things happening to her. And she's the face of the Holocaust. So, and what I like about her is her liveliness and joyful and enthusiasm. So these are characteristics we can take from her and incorporate in our lives. And no matter what your situation is, what your circumstances, you can always find something beautiful in your circumstance. So always focus on the beautiful and not on the dreariness around. And yeah, live life to the fullest.
That was a 60-70 second quick book review of Diary of a Young Girl. Next up, the book is called Stumbling on Happiness by Daniel Gilbert. Stumbling on Happiness. Toastmaster Naveen.